Can you make $1 million cleaning houses? So many people think that house cleaning is just a side hustle, something that might be able to generate you a few extra $1,000 a month. But what if I told you that it was very possible to make $1 million or more a year? And in actual fact, I work with a number of these businesses. And in today's video, I want to break down the exact route that you can get there and actually show you that it is a relatively simple and straightforward process to get to that seven-figure level. So let's dive in. So first of all, we have to define what type of clients we're targeting. So within the house cleaning industry, there are lots of different sub-niches. You could be cleaning for homeowners that are looking for service every week or every 2 weeks. You could be offering move-in, move-out cleaning. You could be doing post-construction cleaning, helping someone clean their home after some remodeling work. But my view is that the simplest way to get there is by building your recurring client base. So this is invariably cleaning for homeowners that are looking for their house to be cleaned every week or every 2 weeks. And this is the simplest way to build your business. So I would say focus on those recurring clients. Don't worry about the post-construction cleaning. Don't worry about the move and move out cleanings. They can generate you good revenue, but they tend to require a lot more active management. These move in, move out jobs can often, be very different to each other. Can often require specialist cleaning equipment. Whereas a simple recurring service, cleaning for homeowners every week or 2 weeks, is far more straightforward. You just need a vacuum, you need a mop and bucket and your standard cleaning products. You don't need any sort of specialist cleaning equipment generally. So this is a really simple way to get started. And if you focus on growing those recurring client numbers, we shall see in the next few minutes that it is a relatively simple and straightforward way to get there. So moving on to point 2, how many clients do we need? So if we're saying that we are going to focus on these homeowners that are asking for us to clean their homes every week or every 2 weeks, how many clients do we need to get to $1 million? So let's make a couple of assumptions, and these, broadly work across the clients that I work with. But let's say a typical homeowner wants their house to be cleaned every 2 weeks, and they pay us $150 each time. So, over the course of a month, they'll get their homes cleaned twice. $150 times 2 would be $300. So $1 million a year works out at about $83,000 a month. So if we take that $83,000 and divide it by $300, which would be what a typical bi-weekly client would generate in revenue for us, that comes out to about 278 recurring clients. So we know that if we are cleaning for bi-weekly clients, 278 bi-weekly clients specifically would get us to that $83,000 a month level. And we know that if we're generating $83,000 a month over the course of the year, that gets us to $1 million. So, people often think that this number is lower than they would expect. Particularly people who are starting out think $1 million is way beyond what I could ever imagine. But actually, 278 clients, you can see that actually over the course of a year, 365 days a year, we wouldn't even need to be getting one new recurring client a day to hit that level. So as we start to break out the numbers and reverse engineer it, we'll actually see it's a far more manageable target than we actually think. The reality is that when you're running a house cleaning business, is that although we want to focus on these recurring clients and getting more recurring clients, we'll also get a lot of one-time clients as well. These are homeowners that maybe don't want a recurring service straight away. They just want a one-off clean. So in actual fact, you'll probably find that you don't need 278 recurring clients to hit that 83K a month level. Maybe you only need 250, and the rest of it will come from one-time clients. So, 83,000, if it was 10% of that, 8,300 coming in from one-time clients, you can start to see that you don't need as many recurring clients as we first thought at the beginning. So 278, or let's say 250 to make the math simple. And let's move on to the third point. So how many cleaners would we need to deliver those 278 or 250 to 275 recurring clients? So let's assume that we have a full-time cleaner working for us. They work Monday to Friday, and they have a morning client and an afternoon client. So over the course of a week, they have 10 available slots to work, and over the course of 2 weeks, they would have twice as much, 20 slots. So in theory, one full-time cleaner working with us has room on their schedule for 20 recurring clients. So if we know we need to get 250 recurring clients, 250 divided by that 20 gets us to about 12 or 13 full-time cleaners. So again, when I put this in front of newer business owners starting out, they think, we'd need lots and lots of cleaners to deliver $1 million worth of cleaning each year. But in actual fact, if you've got 12 to 13 full-time cleaners on your books, that's all you need to get to that revenue level. So, that is something that is relatively easy to think about. The next step that you think about there is, okay, we need to get these 250 clients. How do we get them? And this is where we need to think about marketing. We want to try lots of different marketing channels out there, all the online channels, all the offline channels. And what was probably helpful for you guys is I've got a free PDF that I go into the top 20 marketing channels for cleaning businesses. So this should give you a really great place to start. Try these channels, track your efforts, and then quickly figure out what channels are getting you the best ROI. So I'll leave a link in the description for those of you that are interested. So once we know how many clients we need, how many cleaners we need, then we are well on our way. The next core thing that we need to then make sure is that our businesses are set up correctly at the beginning to generate enough profit, to reinvest in marketing, to reinvest in recruitment, to make sure that there's enough money to grow the business profitably so we can invest in these two areas. And this is where pricing is so important. Many people at the beginning set their prices in their cleaning businesses too low. They don't have a lot of costs, so they can actually set a low price and still make a decent amount of money. But as as we talk about, as you grow your business and you're reinvesting in marketing and recruitment, that low level price is probably unlikely to be able to invest in these areas and still generate enough after those costs to pay you well as the business owner. So that is why how you set your pricing is so important at the beginning. So this is what I want to go into in the next video. I've got a simple formula that you guys can use and follow to make sure that you are set up for success at the beginning and as you continue to grow and evolve your business. So I'll see you on the next one.